Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to Don't Starve. So, everyone has been yelling at me to play this game. I have actually been playing it, but I wasn't quite ready to actually make a Let's Play of this or anything like that, because for Don't Starve, I like to really know what I'm doing before I make videos of it, but I've had so many people saying I should play it that, we're going into it, and if I die a lot, that's to be expected, because I don't know this as well as I would like to, but I do know the basics of it, so... I like that captain hat there. It's on a very rude parrot, though. Yeah, it's a chump, jeez. What an ass. Anyway, yeah, so this is Don't Starve Shipwrecked. You start off shipwrecked, as the title might suggest. And it's a pretty interesting way to play the game, because you start off pretty much on, like, a fairly safe, fairly hospitable place, but you've got to make your way from island to island. Like, the island that you start off on is actually pretty easy to live on, which is quite odd. The problem is that you can't live on there forever. The islands are small, so exploring it is a little bit different than exploring mainland. And you're going to have to get off of it eventually to get to another one to get the resources, and you never start with gold access on the island that you're on. So, you know, you've got to figure out a way to deal with that as well. So one of the things that you want to do, like, right away is get a pickaxe, or if you can find rocks, just take rocks, but you need some rocks early on. We can leave the niter. But those rocks over there, we could also mine those. They just get you the flint and rocks. Nothing like the... Oh, we're out of sticks. They don't give you anything like the gold or anything like that you would normally want, but, you know, they're okay. And the reason that I don't mine them is because they produce these limpets, which you can eat, so they're a good source of food. Do you want to cook them, though, because they do deplete your sanity a little bit when you eat them raw. I actually really like limpets raw, but that's just me personally. Alright. So, there's these seashells everywhere. You can't really use them off the start yet. You can make a sandcastle out of them later, but we don't want to be doing anything like that right now. And, of course, as well with the sand piles, although you can also dig up some treasures from the sand piles. So they're a pretty important resource. Over here we got jungle trees, and we've got this bamboo patch that we could get if we had a machete. Can we build a machete? Yeah, we can. So we can go ahead and use that to chop our way through the stuff. It's a pretty good resource. And bamboo can actually be dug up and transplanted a little bit. There's also vines. So these are another set of resources that are pretty commonly used for a lot of things here. But for now, just want to sort of get a quick number of resources so that we can build ourselves a raft of either sort here. You can either make a log raft or you can make a bamboo raft. They've made sure that you can, you know, get the resources you need. There we go. And there's plenty of flint and sticks, so we should be okay on tools. We don't really need to worry about saving them or anything. So, lots and lots of grass as well. You'll want to explore the starting island just for the resources, and because honestly, by the time you've got enough for a boat, you're probably going to see yourself near night, and you don't want to go at sea at night unless you're playing as Wickerbottom. You sort of can as Wickerbottom. Normally, you start off with these really lousy rafts, and they don't have the ability to use a lantern when you're on them. So if you're trying to go at sea near night, make sure you're near land, because if it turns to night and you're on your boat, you're screwed. Just can't do anything about it. Whereas, you know, if you're Wickerbottom, you can build a more advanced boat. You can build the rowboat, and the rowboat is capable of holding a torch, so you've got the ability to sort of see at night a little bit while you're traveling by boat. One of the biggest things that I've noticed about this is that since you don't start off with any access to gold on this island, you actually really have a hard time getting the stuff you need for a backpack. Basically, it's impossible unless you find something really lucky. There is a leaf backpack that you can get, sort of as a more temporary thing, though, so that's what you can do. It only has 4 holding slots, though, so I try not to get them unless I can't get off this island for whatever reason. But, yeah, it's a little bit faster than regular Don't Starve in the sense that, like, you don't need to explore necessarily for as long, but sometimes you do. It's sometimes hard to find those islands that have all those resources that you really want to be finding. Okay, so we've gotten kind of more of our stuff here, so we're going to go ahead and build a hammer, and we're going to eventually make our way back up to the starting area. And the reason that we want to do that is because there's some stuff that we're going to need from that wrecked boat site. I like the sounds that the crabs make. They kind of sound like Jawas for some reason. No idea why. Oh, snakes in the grass. They kind of, they're about as strong as a spider, maybe a little bit weaker. I notice they tend to lose against spiders. But, yeah, they're a source of monster meat. You can also get spider skins from them. Haven't really figured out what you're supposed to do with spider skins. I'm assuming that they're going to be used for some sort of clothing, though. That's just my assumption. I could be wrong. Like I said, haven't figured this game out quite as well as I would like. You'll notice that the trees on the sand have coconuts on them. You can harvest those. If you cook them, it splits them in half. I have no idea how that's supposed to work, but apparently that's how you cook, how you prepare coconuts in this game. Where did I start again? I think it was slightly over here. But yeah, it's very important that you build a hammer and go back to your starting area. And I'll show you why in just a second here. So we'll pick up that debris there. Alright, so we'll pick up those logs. That doesn't really matter that much. What we wanted to do is hammer that stuff, and that gets us this boat repair kit. And, you know, if you're on a boat and it's getting attacked by something, you just barely get away. Your boat degrades over time, and if you fall off, you drown and die. So having that with you is quite useful. Alright, that's nice, Toucan Sam. Get out of my way. There we go. And let's just chomp down all these seeds here. Not 100% sure if we can even start up agriculture in this particular set of maps, but I bet you can. Still, we're not going to worry about it just yet. I mean, honestly, the food is relatively plentiful for the first little while, so it's actually not that bad. You know, these islands are quite fairly hospitable. And this thing is nearly gone, so let's not waste it too badly. I could fight the snake with it, but it really doesn't matter that much. I'm just gonna go through the night, of course, with a torch. We'll have another one built when it becomes a bit closer to the time. Alright. And this is where it would have been nice if I had that, you know, little bit of a backpack, but, you know, we're gonna try and go without in this playthrough. It probably is a mistake just because it is so hard to find gold, but, you know, for now this should be okay. As soon as it becomes morning, what you want to do is set off and look for another island. You'll notice I'm only building one torch in this case, because you actually only need one torch, I found. You know, build another one just because it's good to have torches in your inventory, but you can get through a night with just one torch. It's kind of odd. Alright, let's go ahead and make this just so that we've got that set up. And then once you're on there, you can jump onto it. Yeah, so it's at 150. Alright. And it's daytime. So we'd already sort of explored everything on that island. So what we're going to do is go around here. And you can see that this is calm right now. You got seaweed, which is something you can eat. You have to cook it, though. It's a pretty good resource for food, actually, honestly. Farming that is probably quite good. I think those are bat fish is what they probably are. I haven't really taken too big of a check on them or anything, but they look like bats if you get close to them. They sort of poke their heads out. It's kind of gross, but, you know, it's like a catfish. Okay, so here we found another island already. That was lucky. So we're going to hop on and see what it's like. Now we're just going to do a quick search around this whole island. Ooh, this looks like a pretty big one. We've got more limpets, I guess. We can pick more of them. Yeah, listen to those crabs, geez. So weird. Okay. Yeah, so what we ultimately are kind of trying to do at this point is looking for an island that has a little bit of gold. Because a little bit of gold means that we can start building a science machine and maybe even an alchemy engine. There's monkeys on this island. They tend to be pretty peaceful. Primate hut, ape hut. These are the equivalent of pigs. They're peaceful as well, you know, wild boar things. Yeah, you can leave them alone. They basically just work like pigmen as far as I can tell. Good source of meat, I guess. And I'm pretty sure they give you pig hide, but I haven't really checked. I mean, I don't fight them very often, even in normal mode, so... I've never killed one of the monkeys. I'm not actually sure if you can, what they give you, but they seem to run away when I come close to them, so... Okay. This island might not have any gold on it, so that would be a real shame, but I think we need to move on. Okay, so we'll try heading north from here. So that's a pretty good island for certain resources, but I mean, if it doesn't have what we need, then it doesn't have what we need. So notice my boat's down to 145, even though we haven't taken any damage. That's just because your boat does naturally degrade over time just that little bit, so, you know. Okay, you can see that darker blue water there over as well. Can't go down there as easily because you can get hit by the waves. They can capsize your boat, and then you die. So, you know, you want to find out if there are safe island chains that you can sort of reach without doing that. And here you can see there's another one. I'm actually getting pretty lucky on the directions I'm going, because normally I've done this and I do not find other islands this easily. I sort of go in a circle around and don't find anything good. But here it seems to be pretty good. This island looks like it has bees. Not sure that's my favorite resource to be finding, but you know. Crabs, I'm pretty sure you just trap with a thing like rabbits. They're basically exactly like rabbits as far as I can tell, but I haven't really been spending any time catching them because I think they're probably like rabbits. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong, and the crab morsels are actually really delicious and give you a lot more than a rabbit, but I'd imagine they're pretty similar. Might sound weird, but I actually, you know, I don't know if I like crab more than I like meat. Probably just because I'm that sort of meat eater kind of person, but, you know, if I had a choice between a really big steak and a crab, I'd probably take the steak. Of course, a rabbit doesn't give you a really big steak, but, you know, rabbits are meat. Alright. Perfectly normal tree over there. Regular jungle tree. It's just like, okay, yep, I totally buy that. Alright, so this island also looks like it's relatively bereft of any unique resources. Now, one of the things that you don't have to worry about when you're at the high seas is that you don't take damage when your ship gets hit. Oh, gold. Okay, so what we can do is we can get rid of our almost broken machete there. So this island probably has more gold nodes, so we need to look out for those. There's also spiders on this island. So we need to see if we can find all of the gold. I probably missed one up here. Oh, I missed a couple up here, jeez. Just goes to show my competence. Everyone's probably screaming at me the entire time I was walking. It's just like, ah, blah, blah, blah. Alright. So if we can get, I think it's, we want about 5, we'll be in good shape here. Even if we get less than that, we'll be okay. But we might set up a base on this island. Might be able to last for quite some time on this one. And the island chain around here is super hospitable too, so... Okay. I do think it takes some time before the limpets actually regenerate though, so that's kind of a concern. There's the monkeys again. You can get bananas by chopping down these jungle trees, but sometimes those monkeys eat all the bananas off the trees. So they're kind of an unreliable food source. I'm pretty sure I can bash these things with a, Here be evil. Interesting. Now, it looks like you could probably get something by bashing those down, but I don't really feel like picking a fight with a monkey. Alright. Yeah, great fear of monkeys runs in my family. Not sure why. I wasn't hit by it, but, you know, family just doesn't like monkeys. Okay, well, we didn't find quite enough gold, I think. But, you know, we've got a pretty good amount here. I think we can probably set up here. Let's get away from that spider. Okay, we don't need these vines right now. So let's go ahead and drop them. And let's go ahead and build ourselves an axe. And I guess let's just chop down these trees, I guess. Actually, we can get slightly more over here. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, there's more gold there. As I stand right next to it, jeez. Go me. I'm so smart. Okay, so I could soon drop Abigail, but let's go ahead and plant that. Drop that. We'll eat these bananas. Pretty good source of food. Okay. So that gets being insulted by a parrot. Fantastic. Okay, let's drop our science machine over here. And some bamboo in the fire. Okay, let's double check. How much do I need for the alchemy engine? 2. Okay, we've got enough. Just wanted to double check. Oh, let's go ahead and eat these as well. We could cook the bananas, but it doesn't really matter that much. Probably gonna get yelled at for not cooking them. Just like it's like popcorn, except, you know, reversed a little bit. I don't want to pick fights with spiders right now. Alright. Let's just run this way. As soon as I hit that guy, he's gonna have like a million friends, so not in my best interest. Alright. Actually, we can just drop this torch here. You can see some doubloons over there. I haven't figured out what those are actually for just yet, but pretty sure that you can exchange it for something. The parrot seems to drop them. I'm not 100% sure that's the parrot, but it seems to be the parrot. I've seen them behind trees mostly. Maybe that's where they end up. But it's an interesting thing. Alright, let's go ahead and refine a little bit. Could get some cloth there, potentially. Cut stone. Well, we do need cut stone right now. Okay, an electrical doodad. Oh crap, we do need a little bit more gold. Well, fortunately, just enough. Damn it. Alright. So yeah, you might end up having to cross the dangerous waters to get the stuff that I've got here, like the gold. But other than that, you know, you should be okay. Alright, let's get some wood as well. Gonna need some for planks. Alright, there we go. Coconuts, these palm leaves, which are pretty important. Coconuts, you split them in half by cooking them. It's kind of weird. Just a little bit strange. But, yeah, it's the way it'd be. Alright, let's put a trap down by here, just so that I can start collecting silk. We'll not worry too much about that spider in there right now, but, okay, so we need one more block of stone. I don't think... Have I got enough of everything? Don't have enough wood. Okay, so let's continue chopping at the wood, I guess. I always feel like these banana trees should give you more wood than they do, but they don't. They give you exactly as much wood as you would expect them to. Or exactly as much wood as they do give, but, you know. Right, so we'll build a shovel so that we can get a little bit more efficient wood collecting there. Am I out of sticks or something? What am I out of? I'm out of sticks. Fantastic. For some reason, cut grass is a little bit easier to get in this than the sticks are. I don't really understand why, but that's the way it seems to be. Okay. There we go. Easy, easy. Then we'll just go ahead and make our shovel as soon as we get back. Should also start collecting enough stones so that we can build a proper fire, because we don't want to be wasting that many resources every evening on fires. Go. You'd think that those trunks were worth more as well. Look how big they are. But nope, just a regular old log. Alright. So you can dig up these sand piles, and sand is a weird resource. I don't really think there's a whole lot of use to it just yet. There probably is something very important about getting a lot of sand later on, but it hasn't really hit yet for me. Alright, here we go. I think you use it to make like sand walls and of course sand castles, but the sand castle, as far as I can tell, is only good for regenerating sanity, which isn't too important. Although I guess, you know, it's a new resource, it does new things, so it's not bad. It's always good to have those options. Alright, I can't believe we're already full up on our second inventory thing. Now that we have got a backpack, happened awfully quickly. There is a lot of stuff to pick up in Shipwrecked. Should have cooked my limpets. That would have been a good idea. Okay, we need 2 more stones. Alright, that'll do. And this will pretty much get us up all the way to the Tech 2 or whatever. I don't really need that. Let's drop this. Okay. So we got our 2 batteries. We've got our 2 blocks. Need more planks. Oh crap, I still don't have enough planks. Alright, what do we want to do? Probably coconuts. Wood, I find, is a little bit more sparse on these maps. But, well, let's get this one, I think. It's mostly just because the islands are smaller. You know, that's the only real reason that there's less of it. Oh, jeez. Yep, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I don't actually mind snakes in real life, but most of the snakes I've met are not poisonous. Is there no banana in there? There was no banana in there, those assholes. I've been duped out of my banana. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and make that so we know how much we've got. Also, that lets us drop our rocks, so we don't need those anymore. Right, let's look for a thing that will not drop snakes on us when we chop it down, which is the coconut trees. I'm kind of surprised in this game that the coconut trees don't drop coconuts on your head that like bonk you and cause damage. That would have been totally in line with what I would expect out of this game. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, so here's a nice ripe coconut tree. Oops, I don't want to be using that. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so that should be enough for the moment. Where have we got our science machine? There we go. Guess it doesn't really matter. You hear the spiders and the snakes fighting it out for supremacy. There's a sleeping one over there. That's fine. So we've got this built now. We could probably fight those guys with a machete. I noticed it seems to actually do okay damage, but looks like they've gone away, so don't have to worry about that. Let's build a rope. Let's go ahead and get our spear. And that should all be quite good. Throw a little vine in the fire, I think. You gonna mess with me, buddy? I'm imagining you can probably like use coconuts to make some sort of armor in this game, but who knows? If you actually observe them, like she comments, it's like such armor. What secrets does this fruit hide? I think coconuts actually are a nut, aren't they? I don't really know, actually. Alright, so we've got Abigail available now. We're eating just loads of seafood. Yum, yum, yum. Om nom nom. Jungle tree seed, yeah, those things are weird. I thought that the banana trees didn't have proper seeds like that, but I don't really know. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this here. Pick up this. And we're just going to bring a couple over here, but we're going to eventually kill one. I just don't want to fight the entire spider nest worth of guys all at once. Kind of want to deplete it a little bit. Alright, so the next one we should probably be able to... Or this one. Alright, well, turned out that that one was fine anyway, so that worked out. Okay. Right, let's pick some flowers. We've summoned Abigail, so our sanity has dropped quite a bit. But that's fine. I mean, we don't really need sanity anyway. Who needs sanity? Anyway. And of course it does help to go a little bit nutty and then prototype a lot of stuff. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. That was a poisonous snake. Fortunately, Abigail will kill it for us, but I was not paying attention to that. Okay. I'm actually kind of wondering how to heal myself from that. Alright, so we're gonna sick Abigail on that. Yeah, I was not paying attention. I hope that doesn't stay there until I die. That would be interesting. I've never been bit by a poisonous snake in this game so far. So that's a first. Yeah, we were chomping back a couple of those, even though I don't really want to be eating them, because I would kind of rather be using them for other things, but... Oh, we got a monkey following us now. Alright. Quick monkey, suck the poison out of me. Alright, so... Yeah, they followed me around before and they never seemed to actually do anything, so... I'm actually pretty okay about that, as far as that goes, but... Like, they're not hostile, so... Man, okay, this poison is gonna kill me and that'll be interesting. It'll be a new thing that I've learned, and like I said, you know... Okay, so they're just looking for stuff that I've, like, discarded or dropped. Alright, I'm just hoping that if I run around, this poison will stop killing me. Maybe we should see if there's anything at the, this thing that I can invent that would help. You'd think if it could happen like this, like, it would be something that would be... have a cure earlier on, I would have imagined, but... doesn't seem like it. Okay, well... Snake won't be needing this anymore? Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and plant some more of these trees, I guess, and hope that this poison goes away soon. Okay. Well... I really don't know what to do with this. I'm wondering if it's one of those poisons where it sort of like brings you down to a certain amount and then stops. That would be possible. Seems kind of unlikely given how cruel this game can be. But fortunately I think limpets do give me back a little bit of health, so there's a possibility that I'll be okay. Let's go ahead and get our garland here. As much as I'm a little bit nervous about those monkeys following me, I kind of wonder how to make them stop following me. Oh, and then I took my machete, but, you know, it was only on 4% anyway. Mostly I'm worried that they're just going to take all of my stuff eventually, because I do tend to leave, like, lots of crap lying around. Oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead and chop down this tree here. Alright. Yeah, they're just picking up whatever's loose around them. Interesting. I wonder if they'll go away at night. Oh, those crabs. I love the sound the crabs make. Okay. So that seems to be still going down. Well enough. Alright. Whatever. Let's make a couple of planks. We'll make ourselves a chest soon. Okay, we're still taking damage. Monkeys are still here. Oh, damn it. Okay, well that didn't work out very well. Alright, so I guess we need an inventory space free for these monkeys to not steal all of our stuff, but maybe they'll get attacked by the spiders. That would be interesting. I don't know, they seem friendly enough at least. I bet you can use them as a means for, like, rapid harvesting stuff, because I bet if you kill them or go back to their den, they've got all their stuff there. Oh, Abigail picking fights. Alright, well, whatever. Not going to be too worried about that. No, I needed that. Actually, that's a point. I wonder if spider glands could be used as a cure. Alright, where's my spear? Alright, spiders, where are you? So I could attack that monkey. Nope, he's gone off. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna hit attack on that spider there, and Abigail will go off and kill it for me. Nope. Alright, well, let's make ourselves a dinner of limpets. It is a slow drain on my health, at least. But, in all honesty, I would love an antidote. I get the feeling like the secret to that is going to be spider glands, and I don't know why I think that necessarily, but... Alright, what else could I get, potentially? I could get a cloth, maybe. I don't know what that would do, that would help here. Oh, good. Damn. Okay, well... Yeah, the red spiders don't poison you, so it's the yellow spiders that are poisonous, but... Honestly, I had not encountered them earlier. Right, where's my trap? Oh, monkey picked it up, didn't they? Thank you, Abigail. Getting insulted by a parrot again. Fantastic. Alright, well... My sanity is slowly going down. Is that from the poison? That probably is from the poison. Oh, more snakes. There we go. Okay, so let's try down here, maybe. See if I can beat this poison. Oh, Abigail, you are so good at killing spiders. Okay. Spider gland, finally. Okay, nope, that didn't do it. Well, crap. This is very interesting. Well, always experiment. Wonder if I can sick Abigail on a crab. Looks like you can. Looks like it can sort of outrun her, though, so... Suffer worm. Harsh. They will actually just burrow themselves into the ground eventually. Yeah, so... You can dig them up, but what you actually get is a puff of sand, so I can go ahead and show you that. Actually, oh, here he is again. Let's get limpets, actually. These crabs make the weirdest sounds. Yeah, so popped up and all we got was a little bit of sand. Okay, so how do I get rid of this stupid poison? Tropical Parasol doesn't really help this season. Oh, anti-venom. How am I supposed to get that crap? Huh. Okay, well, I don't have the means to build that. I wonder if the poison is just going to kill me. We're going to find out. I'm going to cut the video, and we're going to wait until this poison gets to the point where it would kill me. Okay, and we're back. So we've faffed around. We've gotten ourselves down to 5 hit points. This is where we learn if poison can kill you. I've been looking around for the coral reefs. I've actually seen them before, but I haven't been looking that seriously. I found a jellyfish. It's dead. They electrocute you, but one of the interesting things about playing as Wendy is that you can actually set Abigail after them, and Abigail will kill them for you, so. Alright, so the poison kill me. Does the poison kill me? Probably. This game seems like the kind of game where it would. Yes, it does. Fantastic. Alright, so we've learned something new and interesting. I'm still not sure how you're expected to get the antidote to that at that point in the game. I think you're actually supposed to just keep yourself cured up until you find an antidote, which is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I hope you found this video enjoyable. We're going to get back to this pretty soon, but as always, I hope to see you all next time.